working.
Should we stop
Oh,
it?
now we are.
Now we're live. Oh my god, every time.
It is such a surprise every time, and we probably just have the most, like, constipated looking
Yeah,
faces the whole
like
time, like,
waiting.
but welcome back. We are live, we are back, we're here to answer some fun dating questions.
And we wanted to talk about a topic that is near and dear to our hearts, but something that we get a lot of questions around. And it's around mixed signals. And
Mm.
I actually feel like there are no mixed signals.
Yeah, or are there? I feel like I've definitely given mixed signals before. That was like my jam because either unintentionally or if I actually really liked someone, I was like, yeah, I'm going to give them mixed signals on purpose.
True. I guess we've been told if someone is giving you mixed signals, they're just not interested.
Yeah. And I don't think that's true, at least in my case, because in those early stages of dating, you never know. You just like, there's misinterpretation. Someone could actually be busy, or you just are not communicating well.
Yeah, I guess it's not always disinterest. Like often it's just bad communication or busyness. I feel like now looking back, I've definitely ignored some people that I actually liked.
That was what I was really good at. I would wait at least 2 to 3 hours to respond back to someone I really liked because I didn't wanna come off too eager. But I've also had the feedback of like, "Oh, I didn't even know you liked me."
Right.
So, it's so hard to know if someone really likes you or not if we're all trying to play some game.
I feel like it's hard to tell from maybe one action because it could be, yeah, people are playing a game or, they're just genuinely busy. But I think it comes down to consistency. Like
Mm,
when words and actions are lining up. Like if someone forgets one time, okay, but is it a recurring
yes.
thing? Are they genuinely apologetic if they need to cancel at the last minute? Or is this just like a total feeling like this always seems to happen?
Yeah. Do you feel like an afterthought? Or do you feel like there is intentionality behind their actions? And I think deep down, we all know if someone likes us or not. And we try to interpret all these signals as a way to validate or reaffirm when we just do a gut check. Like, I think this person does really like me.
And sometimes the gut check too is asking. Like there's,
Wow.
it seems so
What?
foreign. I mean, clearly you don't there's a line of having faith of is this coming from the person's actions or my own shit? Because I
Hmm.
think sometimes like in the past I feel like for me when I hadn't healed a lot, I had a lot of anxiety in dating and I think if I like questioned every last thing that would have been a lot for someone. But if there is like a miscommunication or you thought you were going on a date and then it never happened, I think being just blunt of like, hey, I thought we were hanging out. Like, what's going on? Did anything change on your end? Or was there just a miscommunication? That gives someone the room to be like, actually, I don't want to see you again if that's the case, or to clarify, like, actually, it was just an oversight.
Yeah. When you experience those mixed signals, ask about the mixed signals. I'm feeling a little mixed in the actions that you've given me. Sometimes I feel like you do like me, sometimes I feel like you don't. So help me understand like what's actually going on here. I'll go first. I do really like you and I do want to see you more consistently. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I think you can also uncover like, is this person just not interested, or are they not the best texter, or do
Yeah.
they have an alternative way they prefer like talking on the phone? Like, I know an ex of mine wasn't the best texter, but like, if you got him on the phone, there was no like doubt that this person was interested.
Yes, that's so true. This is also not a lesson for y'all to go back and be like, "Oh, if I'm getting mixed signals from someone, they must really like me." That's not
No.
also not the takeaway. We're saying don't jump to any conclusions in either direction until you've actually asked for clarity. If you feel that you're getting mixed signals, it tells you nothing other than you're getting mixed signals. So let's get to the bottom of it.
Well, there's so many like unwritten rules in dating too. So your definition of a mixed signal might not actually be the same as the other
True,
person. So I
true.
think there's that piece. I do think there though is a feeling of like this person's just not making effort. And I would
Mhm.
almost put that into like a different bucket of mixed signals. Like maybe a mixed signal is more like they're not on 100% the same page as me at all times, the way I think dating should progress and work. But if
Yeah.
it feels like this person's just not putting in any effort and I'm the one that's always reaching out first or they're just not responding, that's actually not a mixed signal. It's just a very clear signal that they're
Mm.
not interested.
Well, let's play this game. Do you think this is a mixed signal or you think this is just lack of effort? Okay. Scenario 1. You whenever you see this person, you have the best time and they tell
Yeah.
you how much they like you and you guys are really connecting. But the time apart, zip
Mm.
zilch, and you hear no communication from them. They do allude to the next date while they're on the date with you, but in between there's no confirmation, none of that. So you reach out. I thought we were gonna hang out Wednesday. It's now Tuesday. Are we still doing something? They respond back with, "Oh yeah, yeah, we are." Is that a mixed signal or
I
lack
don't
of
think it's
effort?
a mixed signal or lack of effort, actually. I
Oh.
think it's just this person's on a different page than you. And it's now
Oh.
your job to figure out, can we get on the same page or are we just in different worlds? To me, it's like this person either is not someone that's on like texting or talking on the phone all the time. They're kind of just like living their life, doing their thing. Especially, I find this with men that a lot of them just don't text as much as I did because like I'm just constantly texting with my
Yeah.
girlfriends, just a
Mhm.
different thing. Or this person is looking for, something a little more casual that they don't have to like
Yes.
exert a ton into the relationship, a lot of upkeep into it. They still like you, they still enjoy hanging out with you, but they might not want to be like checking in every day and, having a relationship that consists of more than just a night out and hanging out. Or maybe they will eventually, and they're just not to that level at the moment. Think in early dating with dating apps too, there's a lot of pressure to like talk all the time in between. But the
Mm,
reality is like we don't know this person that well, even if we've gone on a couple of dates with them. Like when you think about it, like why are we expecting like them to become the center of our worlds like immediately?
true. I still categorize it as low effort because I think casual is low effort. So there's something with like the lack of effort there where they're into you when it's easy, but
Yeah.
when they have to make an effort, they're not willing to. But it could also be the level of readiness for
Yeah.
something in them, and maybe they're ready for ad hoc, which is still lack of effort. That to me, that's still like casual lack of effort. But what about this
Yeah.
scenario? Say scenario number 2, play along with us. When this person's very communicative, they're always like, "How are you today? When can I see you next?" Always trying to get that next date booked already, and they confirm the night before. When you're on the date, there's no sense of validation or affirmation from them. There's no sense of like, "I had such a great time tonight," or "I really like you," or "I wanna see you again." None of those words are ever spoken, but in their actions, they're very assertive and always moving the dates along to the next one.
I also feel like this is an example of just different communication styles. Like
Uh-huh.
some people are not words of affirmation people. And they might not. I've even learned this with my partner. Sometimes I'm like, get more excited. And he's like,
Yeah,
this
I know.
is my excitement level. Like, just because it's not your excitement level,
Same, yeah.
this is my excitement level. And I think that is something that we don't know the people we're dating that well. So we make so many assumptions. And yeah, someone could be super into you and not like constantly telling you how into you they are.
Yeah.
So again, I think all of this is conversation. I don't think it's mixed signals. I think it's just who this person is and discovering, is there something there?
Yeah, mixed signals, I think there's more intentionality behind what is said and what is not said, and this may just be this person's not used to saying these words of affirmation, and sometimes if that's what you're looking for, you have to be the one leading, if that's what you think, like, what interest is, and it's just a different level of expressing your interest.
I think what I'm learning here too is like like what we construe as mixed signals could be very different too.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about mixed signals, I think of maybe, like, the stereotypical of, like, the person that's, like, all into you and hot and heavy when you're together and then, like, won't respond at all and, like, is too busy and just, like, more of the extreme. I think the examples you
Mm,
gave are maybe more just, like, dating dynamics where this one feels like 1 minute they're hot, 1 minute they're not. That to me, I think mixed signals, but that
mm.
also maybe isn't now that we're saying it out loud. Like, maybe it's just the way they operate or that they're just not ready for something, like, really real.
Can you think of an example of a mixed signal that you received in the past that you've been through?
A mixed signal.
Yeah, that you're like, "This is definitely I'm getting mixed signals from this person."
Um, I think I can think of this guy that would text all the time,
Mhm,
constantly text and wanna chat and was very attentive. But then I would, like, hint at dates, and he
mhm.
never, like, took the bait to, like, ask me out on a future date.
Mm,
And like, even to the point, like, "Oh, like, what are you doing on Friday?" And he just, like, dodged it all the time. So, I was very confused by, like, why are you extending this effort to reach out to me, but you
yeah,
don't actually wanna, like, meet up? So, I don't know, I guess, like, eventually I was just like, "This isn't for me," and I'm moving on, and I'm not gonna interpret it, but it was very odd to me because it felt like effort was being put in, but not for, like, an outcome.
right. You're pen pals.
Right, I'm like, "Why even waste your time talking to me at all?" Like, if you don't
Ugh.
I don't know.
I feel like there are gonna be so many people listening to this right now being like, "I know exactly who that person is." Because we've all I don't know, we all met this person before? It's like, "Why are you fucking texting me all the time? Yet we can't see each other and we live in the same city. Like, why is it that we can't take this offline?" And it's so frustrating.
So, I actually don't think it's a mixed signal now. I think what it was is that I was his back burner person. Like, he probably had someone else that was more of, like, who he was pursuing, and he was, like, keeping the lead hot in case something, like, didn't go well with that. That's my take, and I guess I'll never know. I never, like, had
You'll
the
never know.
conversation. I mean, I think the me now, I probably would just been like, "Hey, why are we chatting all the time and can't find a time to meet up?" Or
I think that yes, that could be one scenario. Another scenario, some people love a fan club. They just love
it's
to
true.
know that they're not alone and that there's people they can text. They really don't really wanna make an effort to meet up with them at all.
That's true.
It makes them feel good. It's that vanity swipes are the same way. They just wanna match with a bunch of people and feel like they have a fan club.
It almost, like, ruins the fantasy, like, if they met up with you and then you
Yes.
weren't interested, so they kinda, like, keep
Yes.
this, yeah. I mean,
Oh
that's
my
the
gosh,
thing with
yes.
all of dating, we're just, like, hypothesizing. We have no idea. We have no idea what's
Yes.
going on for this other person. That's
Yes.
why I feel like if I was to do anything different in my dating life, now, if I was to date again, it would be to just seek answers, because
Mhm.
the time wasted spinning your wheels thinking about like, is this a mixed signal? Is it not? Are they into me? Are they not? Just get the answer.
'Cause it doesn't matter if
It
it's
doesn't
signal
matter.
mixed signals, like, what is it to you that matters? What are you trying to get out of
Right.
it?
I
That's
think
what
like the
matters.
example you said earlier of like this person doesn't text me in between dates, or even the other example of they're not giving me
Mhm.
enough words of affirmation. Both of those, it's clearly not working for you. So
Right,
it doesn't
yeah,
matter if it's a mixed signal. What matters is, can you talk to this person about it? Can
yeah.
you say like, "Hey, I really am enjoying getting to know you and I really like hanging out with you." I think for me it would help like build closeness if we talked a bit more during the week. Is that something you'd be down with? Then you can either open the door for them to be like, "Oh, cool, let me do that," or to be like, "Actually, I don't have the bandwidth for that."
Or the person who is actually giving you mixed signals feels called out, and then
Yeah,
they'll
they'll
probably
end. Yes.
cowardly walk away, take themselves out of the running because it's no longer fun for them.
Right. I think if someone is intentionally doing it, I
Yeah,
don't know if maybe even intentionally isn't the right word because it might not be like something they're like, oh, today I'm going to be cold and tomorrow I'm going to be hot. But they just might have like, they don't really have like they're not all in. They haven't jumped all in. They still
yeah,
realize that, okay, this person sees me that I'm not giving it my all.
right.
And now it's not really I don't know, it's not fun anymore.
Have you given someone mixed signals before?
Um,
Intentionally
yes.
or unintentionally?
Yes. I think usually for me, it's when I'm trying to figure it out. And that's the other side of mixed signals is like, let's be honest, the process of dating is to determine if someone is the right match for you.
Mm,
And you might need to like keep going with someone a little to get that data and to get
mm,
that intel. And to them, it could feel like mixed signals. Like I remember there was a guy that like he was we really hit it off, but I had a lot to drink, and that contributed to it. And then the subsequent time, like, the chemistry was not there, but I was like, "Okay, well, he's good on paper. He's a nice guy. He seems really into me. I'm gonna keep going and see if I can, like, regain what we had."
mhm.
And I went on probably, like, 8 to 10 dates with this guy and, like, kissed him. It never went further than that, but I kissed him to, like, see if the chemistry could be there, and then I, like, learned it wasn't.
Yeah,
You could definitely say that was a mixed signal if, like, you think that you're having a steamy makeout with someone and the other person's
yes.
like, "Do I like you? I don't know."
Well, that's also to say it's a great example of the scenario so many people talk about is we had such a great first date. We kissed, we hung out for 8 hours, and then they never saw me again. Why is that? I think it's the same thing, and I like that you are interpreting that as intel seeking instead of making a decision. And then when we're looking for that intel, it gets confusing. That's why dating is
Right.
confusing because some of the stuff you don't know till you experience it. I don't know if I actually like someone till we go on a trip together, till we
Right.
spend an entire week together in close quarters. I really don't know until we get there. And maybe after that week, I'm like, I really fucking hate this
Yeah.
person, but could be like mixed signals. I thought she really liked me. And now
Right, she
she's running
agreed to go on
away.
this trip with me, and then
Yeah.
she broke up with me right
And she ran
after,
away.
and it's like, well, maybe that's the cause and effect. Have you
Mm.
given mixed signals?
Absolutely, all the time. I thought that was my power. It was my way
Mm.
to control, also my way to protect. I was set up on by friends. I was living in New York. My friend set me up with this guy that lived in DC, and we were talking on the phone. He seemed great, and I was like, "Oh, I'm having like a party at this place this weekend, and we're making a music video. You should come." He came. He took a trip from DC to New York, stayed with me
Oh,
in
wow.
my apartment in the same bed all weekend, but the minute he showed up, I was like, "I'm not interested." But
Mm.
I knew he was committed to the whole weekend. He helped us make the music video. He was in the party. I had to introduce him. And by the end, like, it goes on Sunday, his train wasn't till, like, 8 p.m. By Sunday at 10 a.m., he's like, I get it. I think you just haven't said it, but I get it. So I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna leave
Oh,
now. And I felt so bad because why wasn't I just clear from the beginning? We could have had a much better time if I said
yeah.
something from the beginning.
Or he coulda, like, gone off and done something else
Yes, exactly. Like
instead
actually
of make a
enjoy the
music video.
city. Yeah, he had to like play boyfriend all
Yeah.
weekend when
Yeah.
there was no chemistry, no
And then I
connection.
think you brought up a good point earlier too of like some of the mixed signals you would actually do when you like someone. I totally did this too. Like I would never text first. I would never tell someone I had a
Mhm.
good time.
Mhm.
And I can't even imagine how weird that was.
Yeah.
Like you went
Yep.
on a great date with someone and then you don't get a text from them. Like
Yep.
I would assume like this person's not into me. But
Yes.
we were told, especially as women, that we need to like lean back, play it cool, don't act too interested. And all of that is like enforcing mixed signals.
So toxic. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't offer to pay if I liked someone. But if
But
I
you'd
didn't like
pay if you
but
liked
I
me.
if I didn't like them, I was the most generous person
That is a
alive.
mixed
I
signal to me.
"Oh, I got this," and the guy would be like, "Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I've never had someone just pick up the whole bill." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Means I never wanna see your ass again." But they'd be
I
like, "Oh,
never
she must really
understood
like me."
that. I remember you saying that, I was like, "That is the most counterintuitive thing I've ever heard."
'Cause I'm like, "Well, they need a consolation prize, right? If I don't like them, at least they can walk away with a free meal. But if I like them, I'm like, "Oh,
Oh my
no. I gotta make them feel
god.
like I'm
Like,
an investment."
just like how messed up all of
So,
this
so
is.
fucked
It's like
up.
so transactional.
It's just so many head games that are
Yeah.
unnecessary. Why? Like, I coulda used that I could use all that energy to start a company, and I'd probably be a unicorn company, I'm telling you.
Anything. There's so many better uses of energy than all of
It's
this.
like all the chess playing. Why not actually learn chess?
Well, I feel like the last time around I was dating, it was significantly easier because I just
Yes.
didn't have this stuff clouding my head.
Yes. Yes.
So, hack if you want your dating life to be easier, let go of
Yes.
some of this stuff.
Yes. If you find yourself sending that text message to a group chat to try get people to weigh in on
Is this
interpreting
a
it,
big signal? Yeah.
you must stop. Like, that's when you're wasting your time, wasting your energy.
If you clarify, that's the one thing to take from this is like
Yes.
people write us all the time asking like is this something that someone that likes me would do, and of
Yeah.
course like the real clear cut ones like yeah they're reaching out all the time and they're telling you that they like you like sure we can say they do, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of gray area even in those two examples that you gave. That could be someone that's like head over heels for you or someone that's totally disinterested and not looking for a real relationship,
Yeah.
and by the only way to find out is to ask that person and to learn more. Like, I think
Yes.
about that girl at one of our live events that we did for How to Be Dateable, our book, when she
Mhm.
was like going back and forth of like, he tried to kiss me, but then I haven't heard from him. Is he ready? Like all this
Mhm.
stuff. And we're like, just text him. Just learn. That's like we can't tell you. Like we don't know. We're not him. And then she texted him. He was super happy to hear from her. They went on another date and it turned out that he wasn't, like, in the headspace for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
But we're like, "You got all your answers,
Yes.
and you don't have to
Yeah.
think about this anymore."
Yep. She saved months and months of trying to interpret and
Yeah.
waiting for that text. She just got her answers much faster. To be brutally honest, when you all send, not you all, not every, okay, I'm not gonna say you all. When we get questions, when I hear questions about asking a stranger to interpret a situation that you're going through, all you're asking is validation. Like, I get it. I was this person too. Help me interpret this text. Does this person like me? All I want to hear is, yes, this person
Yeah.
likes you. And if we say anything else, you're going to come at us. Like, you're going to start defending them. You're going to start giving us nuances of the situation that we haven't heard yet. But now all we say is go get the answer
Yeah.
yourself. It is not up to us to interpret. And whatever we interpret is wrong because you already
Right.
came to us with an answer you want to hear in mind. So we stop doing that. Stop having your friends do that and your family and the stranger down the street. Nobody can give you the right answer. The only person who can give you the correct, truthful answer is the person you're dating. Ask
That's how
them.
you don't have mixed signals anymore.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have to not care. I think, like, I got to a place of it's not that I didn't care about finding love, I still very much wanted to, but I
Yeah.
was less attached to each person being the person that would be that person.
Right.
So, like, if someone was like, "Hey, I'm not into you," yeah, it momentarily stings. Everyone wants to hear that everyone's into them. But
Mhm.
in the big picture, who cares?
Who cares?
Like, who cares? And it needs to be that way because that's how you keep going. That's how you get the answer from someone so you can keep going and meet someone that is actually going to give you all the clearest signals out there that you never even have to question it.
Yes. Yes. The goal of a good relationship is to eliminate all the guesswork.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to get to. Every conversation brings us to more understanding and clarity, so it removes the guesswork.
Yeah. I feel like in my current relationship, there have never been mixed signals, or if there was something that could be misinterpreted, we clarified and talked it out.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then you heard where people were coming from.
Yep.
And that's the only way.
Yep. Yep. Um, I s people are gonna hate me for saying this, but some of you love wasting time on interpreting mixed signals because it distracts you from the actual issues of the relationship.
Yeah.
When you are constantly begging to be fed, all you care about is food. But once you're fed, you're like, "Oh, wait, there's other issues beyond just hunger." And I know because I was trapped here for a long time. I rather spend my time trying to read someone's mind because I didn't wanna deal with the truth. I didn't wanna
Yeah.
deal with the fact that we were not compatible or this person was an asshole to me or that we would never work out together. I didn't wanna deal with these other issues. It was, like, more fun to try to interpret their texts.
Yeah. To talk to your friends and
Yep.
figure it out. It's like a puzzle to solve, but
Yeah.
no one has time for that.
No, no one has
Get
time.
yourself a real puzzle. Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
I'm glad
cool.
we clarified this one.
Yeah, me too.
Remove the
Me
mixed
too.
signals.
Yes, well, thank you all for sending us all those text messages to interpret. You already know what answers we're gonna give you, but thank you for the questions like this as well, and we'll be back next week with more dating questions.
Okay. We'll see you next week. And remember to pick up How to Be Dateable. Bye.